Okay, for this setup, I'm using Matt, Red, and Sephiroth. Matt is built as a tank and buffer with high physical defense, earth resist, bringing Centipede, Diamond, Sigil, Shiva, and a Cure materia. Red is built as an all-around support with high physical attack all allies, and wind potency. He's bringing Silver Collar, Third Limit Break, Arrow Blow, and Akira. Seph is built as a DPS, focus on wind potency, physical ability, potency, and physical attack. He's bringing Dark Heavens, Military Sword, and his Third Limit Break. Goal of fight is ATB and stance match, trying to maximize stance without wasting ATB. We'll wait for Red's auto attack before debuffing, switch to Matt just before capping out on ATB. Then Centipede, back to Red, go defense just before the attack lands, and single target cure Matt. Go offensive stance, back to Matt, use another Centipede to max the buff. Go defensive stance just before the attack, switch to Red and cure Matt. Go back to offensive stance, switch back to Matt. Defensive stance once again before the attack. Have Matt cure himself after the attack is initiated. Next phase, we're switching to Red. We'll wait about 2 seconds and then use the debuff twice. Switch to Matt afterwards before he uses any ATB and have him cast his buff. Then we're going to go ahead and switch back to Red once more, and we'll go ahead and debuff one more time. And switch to Seth, wait for his buff to expire and then reapply it. Switch to Matt, refresh his buff. Switch back to Seth and attack. Lastly, we'll switch to Matt, he saved his ATB while going into defense for the rush. Next phase, use one recovery circle from Matt. Switch to Seth and send an attack. The goal next is to pull ATB to break sigils as quickly as possible while continuing to do damage with Seth. Just switch between the 3 characters using Diamond, Sigil Break on either Matt or Red. When you switch to Seth, do his damage ability unless his buff is about to expire before you cap ATB, at which point you'd wait for the buff to expire and then reapply it. And then back to spamming his attack and Sigil Breaking with the other 2 units. Make sure to go defense for the rake and immediately switch back to offensive stance. Wait for the max stance before you continue to spam Sephiroth's attack for maximum damage. During the Sigil Break, make sure to refresh your recovery circle for physical defense up, as after the Sigil Break phase ends, the boss will charge. Once the charge is done, you'll want to remove the boss's buff using limit breaks, then it's a repeat of the start. Congratulations on your clear.